This is just the most adorable little small town.
I think it's one of the best places to raise a family.
Well, what's nice about Cape May is that you could describe almost all of the businesses as mom and pops.
You want to go there and experience Cape May.
You have a problem, people rally, you feel the love, and you know how important we all are to each other.
Welcome to Cape May Trading Post at Della's, a coastal community store. All right, Captain Jeff Skinner, thanks for joining the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Where are we sitting right now? What boat are we sitting on? What part of Cape May are we sitting in? Explain it to people that have no idea about this wonderful little town.
So we are at Skellinger's Landing in Cape May, so we're on the way into Cape May.
Yeah.
We're at 1218 Wilson Drive is where the Miss Chris Marina is, and we're on board the 125-foot Atlantis, part of the Cape May Whale Watcher fleet.
And you grew up on this boat, right?
Not on this boat, actually. I grew up on the original boat, which was about a little shorter than this, called the Cape May Whale Watcher.
Okay. And you're like a legacy member. Your dad started this, right? Or talk to me about the history of this kind of business, this passion. This, I mean, it's a huge part of this town, right? Like the Cape May Whale Watcher, like everybody knows about it. You guys
Absolutely.
are packed in the summer. You know, we're recording this in late March. You're telling me on St. Patty's Day was your first day, and you're taking people out. So
yeah,
you're almost year round.
Oh yeah, almost. We started in 1993. My father set out to have the largest boat around, the fastest boat around, and we have since then. I've been working with him my whole life. My grandfather worked with us as well. So really I'm third generation to it.
Oh, that's great.
And now my children are into it too. So
what do they do on the boat?
Right now just kind of snack bar stuff. My daughter's interested in naturalist and photography kind of stuff. She's turning 13, so
yeah,
who knows.
What's their favorite part about coming here? Are they like, oh, we're going to work with Dad? Or is it like, I can't wait to go check out the boat?
It started out they wanted to spend time with Dad, and now they're spending time with their friends here and just not doing the boat. They're also doing, we got all kinds of different things at the marina. We've got kayaking, there's paddle boards, there's bird watching, there's fishing, all sorts of stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, you mentioned too earlier that you guys are involved with the lighthouse, or it'd be the lighthouse offshore, right? Shoal. Can you talk about that?
Brandywine Shoal.
Yeah, Brandywine Shoal.
So Brandywine Shoal Lighthouse was established there in 1850. The second lighthouse that was built there has been there since 1917, and we are currently the owners of it, and we are charged with preserving it, restoring it, and eventually bringing public access to it.
What's the public access look like? Just like a tour, or just people be able to come and hang out and take a picture?
It'll be a tour kind of thing, and just like you can do a tour of Cape May Lighthouse or Barnegat, but that's a ways off right now because of where it's situated. It's 8 miles offshore.
Yeah.
It's going to mean taking a boat out to it, tying up at it, which it has the ability. You can do that. There is a dock there, and one of our biggest hurdles we had to overcome recently was rebuilding those docks.
Yeah, that's a hurdle. A lot of water, a lot of moving water,
a lot of moving parts to it.
Yeah.
It was not easy.
All right, so take me back. Like, this show at Cape May Trading Post is all about just community and Cape May and people of this town that make up this place, right? Like the real locals. Like, it's a show for the locals and a show for people that come here for business or tourism or whatever it may be. So tell me about your childhood, growing up here, your kind of life story of moving through this business and then moving through this town.
Sure. Again, grew up in North Cape May, Town Bank over there. My whole life I've been on the water, near the water, working for the water kind of thing. Went to school at St. Raymond's up in the Villas, and it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
The school at least. But then Wobble Catholic. And always have been spending the summers with my father. Always wanted to be here at the dock. Always went fishing, did some surfing, a lot of whale watching and dolphin watching.
Any other jobs in town, or just always working here?
Pretty much always here. I've worked on other boats. I've worked for the Sea Star 3 with Bob Schumann. I worked with John Royals when I was a little kid. Mostly here at the marina, though. The Captain Garrison on the Lady Catherine also was a charter boat that used to be here. I mean, I've seen the industry completely change throughout my life, unfortunately. I mean, we used to have as many as 30 different party boats that work out of Cape May. Now there's 2.
Really?
Yeah.
30. What happened?
It's a change. People with private boats, a lot of recreational boaters. There's more charter boats in town, little 6-pack boats that don't want to be under the scrutiny of the United States Coast Guard, things like that. What we do here with the Cape May Whale Watcher, if it was easy, anybody would do it. These aren't 6-pack boats. The boat you're on today is a 300-passenger boat. The other boat we own is a 400-passenger boat, and one of the boats is a 150-passenger boat. So we are heavy into maintenance. The rest of my crew today is over at one of the boats installing a new keel in it, taking care of engines. My life has been dedicated towards, I haven't built a boat yet, but rebuilding boats.
Yeah. Maintenance.
Fixing boats, painting boats, welding boats, repowering boats.
All local in Cape May.
All local in Cape May.
And your staff is too.
They are.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
great. It's such it's an awesome community. It's a hardworking community. It's a great mix of blue collar, white collar, tourism. Take us back to, like, again, your childhood, like growing up in this business with your dad. Like, how have you guys changed? How have you guys adopted? How has I know how this area has changed, and you used to have a whole fleet and it was a much different look to it, but now it's okay, we just have a few boats. The town doesn't look like it used to be from a boating perspective.
From a boating perspective,
Yeah.
it has changed. You have to change with it, right?
Yeah.
And we've changed with the times. People don't want to be out in a little open boat necessarily. The boat you're on today has air conditioning and heating, for instance.
Yeah. A bar in the back.
Has a bar in the back.
Yeah.
We have a snack bar. We have men's and ladies' restrooms on both decks of the boat. We have something that no other boat around here has. We have ADA compliance so that you can roll on with a person in a wheelchair or a motorized chair, which helps everybody have access to the boat. There's no steps for getting onto the boat.
Yeah, that's
things
great.
like that. But my father has always been an innovator, and I have taken that to the next level of continuing to innovate. I don't know exactly what the next level is going to be beyond this, but it could be a new boat entirely.
When do you think that would happen, if that would happen?
Well, I'm 42 now, so hopefully soon. Because it's a lot of work.
Yeah. No doubt about that, man. That's great. I want to hold off on the crown jewels because really I want to hear some stories about going out to sea before we unpack. But just this area, how's this area change? I know the answer to some extent. I've seen it, grew up here, come in, used to look to your right when you come into town. For those that watching, you come over the big Cape May Bridge and you look to your right and there's Lucky Bones Lobster Houses on your left, and all the stuff the Watermans do is unbelievable.
Absolutely.
The boats and marinas, and it used to just be like kind of boating, and then you drop into Cape May and it's like the historic houses and Lafayette Street and Washington Street. And you wouldn't really look to your right at all. You would, but you would see your boat.
Yeah.
You would hear the horn in the morning. And then it was it. Now it's built up. Now all the houses have been flipped over. There's more. There's Mayor's is redone, right? So like, take us through like your first memories of this little area.
Oh, sure.
To kind of what it is to now.
Well, so what you used to have from this marina, you used to have at least 5 other charter boats that ran right from here, party boats, taking out anywhere from 20 to 50 guys to go blue fishing, striped bass fishing, things like that. You had a boat down the street called the Big Jim. Up around the corner, you had a boat called the Holiday. Across the street, there were 7 different party boats leaving from over there. And when you'd pull into town at let's say 6 o'clock in the morning, you'd have, guys running back across the street, getting coffee or dragging, kegs of beer onto a boat, or going into the tackle shops, and everything was open and things like that. And, today it's nothing like that.
No.
I kind of miss those days a little bit because, anybody you bump into, what are you here for? Oh, I'm going fishing. You don't have that as much. You'll run into them at the Wawa, thing like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or over at the coffee shop at the Lobster House, 6 a.m. They're open every morning, man.
They are the last of the dying breed that will refuse to change, which I love.
Oh, I love that spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're probably frequently there.
I don't like to say it on camera because that's not a best kept secret anymore. Let's put it that
Well,
way.
the cat's out of bag with this show at least, because at the end we'll do some quick hitters, and I always say, "Where's your favorite place to get breakfast in town? Where's your favorite place to get a cup of coffee?" And everyone's like, "Don't tell anybody." But yes, in the front of Lobster House, for those that are watching this, you can get dinner there too, which is also a local secret.
Yeah, you can get the restaurant menu.
Yeah, and you just sit down and there's no one in there while there's 150 people outside that just got off this wonderful boat. You guys pack some serious people in. Like, I've been here walking to Mayor's at night with the parking, with the, like, it's really professional. I wanted to say, I've never had the chance to be on the boat. I will come on the boat now.
I hope so.
I'm in. I'm all in it. I just hasn't. We just have lived here, and it's been a lot of work, like more of working. It's like a mix.
That's all right.
It's a weird.
I always run into somebody who
Yeah.
says, I'm from New Jersey and I didn't know there's whales. And I run into a lot of people who are locals. I've never done that.
I'm doing
and I say, why not? And well, that's a tourist thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, how we like to describe it is you should not treat the boat as a tourist thing, but treat it as a boat that's always going. So if you don't feel like getting your boat together, getting the drinks together, getting the ice together, getting the fuel in the boat, making sure they check the oil, doing all those kind of things, you can walk right onto this boat. You know, you can buy a $45 ticket, walk right onto the boat, take a trip around the island. And I mean, from a local's perspective, I've always thought it's great. And I've had this feedback that, like, you've got people visiting. They've never been here. Well, is it an island? What does it look like? You know, what's a good place? We talk about all the different historical points of interest around the island, along with some local knowledge,
There's tons of it.
along with dolphins.
Yeah.
You know, 400 trips a year. Wow. We're going. So hop on.
Yeah, no doubt about
Come
it.
check
I'll
it
be
out.
back. No doubt. No,
You
it's
know,
awesome. I've seen it a bunch more water. I've seen it from the ferry heading back home or whatever we're going, and I've seen all the wildlife. But no, it's I respect the hell out of what you guys doing. So let's talk about going out, man. I mean, where do I even start? I'm over here thinking about questions today, and I'm like, the bottom line is, what's the coolest thing you've ever seen?
Coolest thing I've ever seen. There's a few. The top is probably 5 whales breaching at once.
Wow.
5 humpback whales simultaneously coming out of the water. I've seen it only once. It was a while ago. I was young, but it did happen.
Where
It's
was
not
it?
on video, unfortunately. I don't even think you could catch it on video because it was spread out, you know, over.
Yeah.
It was McCrae Shoal is where we were, which was about 5 miles due south of Cape May. So, and it was a great day. It was a calm day. I had my principal from my grade school happened to be on the boat that day. I had just got done 8th grade. And I convinced her to come out on the boat, and she was out, and I was there with my father, and it was amazing. It was like heaven for whale watching.
I can only imagine. I mean, what else? Is there some other days that stick out to you in your time here that you're just blown away by?
I mean, there are many that stick out. I mean, most recently, the coolest but saddest thing I saw last year was a great white shark, which was entangled. Yeah, it was wrapped up. It had a line going across its dorsal fin and going up under its body, and then a couple other like netting kind of hanging off of it. And you're there with 200 people on the boat, and they're like, "We have to help it." And it's like, what do I do, right? If I try to like get it with a boat hook. Now it's down in the water. First off, we're 8 feet up off the water. And you're looking down at it, and it's a crystal clear day, so it looks like it's right there, but it's not. Yeah. But let's say it did come up high enough that the dorsal was out of the water, and maybe I could get a boat hook and try to get the line off of there. What if the boat hook gets stuck with the line and the fish swims off with that on it, with the shark swims off with that on it? There's nothing I can really do. I reported it to a couple different conservation groups. I reported it to the local fishermen that were in the area that were in boats that were low enough that maybe somebody could try to get a knife at it or something to try to get the gear off of it. Mm-hmm. It was heartbreaking to watch that
big
fish.
Shark though?
It actually wasn't.
Yeah.
It was only about a 8 to 10 footer, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So it was an immature great white, and it was down off of Delaware.
Okay.
There's a ton of boats fishing right near it.
How far off do you guys go from here? Like, what's the farthest you go on your trip?
20 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, where we see a whale could be anywhere in between right out of the inlet to 20 miles offshore.
Yeah.
Our first trip of the year this year, we had a 40-foot humpback whale. We were 200 yards off of North Cape May.
Really?
Yeah. We came out, we had a good report, and we came right out, you know, doing 20 knots to go up the bay to a report that we had that was supposed to be about 10 miles up the bay. And the Cape May Lewis Ferry calls and says, well, there's one right here. So we immediately turned around, went right to that, and watched the whale.
You guys have a great relationship with the ferry?
We do.
Yeah.
We do. They are awesome. Great respect for them. Many of our crew members here have gone on to have jobs at the Cape May Lewis Ferry. We've also had people who work on the Cape May Lewis Ferry take jobs here and vice versa, things like that. So we know them all pretty well.
And they'll call you up and say, hey, listen.
Yeah, in most cases, yeah. And I mean, we call them, especially when, you know, they only
You know
have, they have a set route,
Yeah.
you know, that we know where they're going. And
Yeah.
if there's a whale there, we say, hey, we're watching a whale, you know, you might want to tell your people kind of thing. And
I've been on the ferry and saw a couple.
I'm sure you have.
And, you know, I've had some people say, they really seen whales? I'm like, every time I see something off that ferry.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to do this because I'm sure you guys are seeing something every time. The pod's a dolphin. I've been out in the boat in our little 17 edge water in a huge pod.
Yeah.
I mean,
We can have pods of bottlenose dolphins up to 500 in
Yeah.
a single pod.
I
We've
used-
seen that offshore with some regularity.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it. They're everywhere. And they're always off the beach. I think that's unique about here, too. You sit on some beaches, you really don't see a whole lot up and down the coast, or even some places in Florida. But if you sit on the beach in Cape May, from the point up into, let's just say, even into Wildwood, the crest, there is stuff everywhere.
I tell people all the time, we have good whale watching. Sometimes it's great whale watching. We have world-class dolphin watching because it's something that's extremely consistent. They're here now. They're back already.
Are they really?
We had a pod of 40 of them this past Saturday.
And why so? Is that ocean meets the bay? A lot of big ecosystem here.
The ecosystem here, the Delaware Bay, Cape May Point, and Cape Henlopen, it creates this amazing, what's the word I'm looking for? Collection,
Yeah.
amazing confluence between the ocean and the bay. You've got the Cape May Rips, so all the shoaling between here and Cape Henlopen, it just creates the perfect fishing area. And if it's perfect for fishermen, it's perfect for dolphins, it's perfect for whales. We've got northern gannets out there right now. We have gray seals, harbor seals. That's a new thing. Over the last 10 years, I've watched the seal population going from, oh, look, that's a seal. That's really cool, to, I think it was the 22nd. We had 7 seals.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that grown?
Well, I would say it's because some of the fish populations have been left alone. These seals seem to be eating striped bass.
They're eating good.
They are eating very well. We had probably a, 600-pound seal chewing on a 20-pound striped bass the one day.
That's a big ass seal.
It's a very fat seal.
Yeah.
They are very well fed.
Yeah, that's great. What else? You know, I mean, sharks are always a fun topic. Dolphins.
Everybody would like me to do a shark watch, and
Yeah.
I always try to explain that,
Yeah.
the dolphins have to come to the surface. The whales, same thing. Same with seals. They all breathe air. Sharks don't. So maybe we'll see a shark. I mean, I've seen a hammerhead shark. I've seen a dusky. I've seen several thresher sharks. That's actually every now and then. June's usually a good month.
Big
for
tail
them.
comes
You'll
out
see
of the
that
water.
tail whipping at the menhaden.
Yeah.
Or the bunker.
Yeah.
And they're slicing through that stuff. And I mean, what we're looking for when we're targeting a humpback whale, what they eat is what everything else eats. So you're going to find all the life in the ocean usually in one spot.
Birds.
Once you start finding
Yeah.
the birds, they're diving on the bunker. The whale is chasing the bunker. The striped bass are chasing the bunker. Then you get the seals, which maybe go after the bunker. Maybe they're going after the striper. You get the dolphins all through the mix. We get harbor seals a little bit in the wintertime. I mean, it's all going to show up in the same spot.
How about you fishing wise? You get to go out. I know you're working, your tail off, but you get to go out like you used to when you were a kid.
When I was a kid, no. Before, pre-girls,
Yeah.
I went fishing every day. When I wasn't here, I was fishing when I would finish my day off, my buddy and I, we would jump in we had a 17 whaler back then, and we would fish along the rock pile till, between 9 o'clock and midnight, basically, catching striped bass or catching
The one
weak
out
fish.
front? The
Yep.
one out, yeah.
We would fish there. We'd fish around the docks over at the Coast Guard base. His dad was a Coast Guard guy, so we were able to get in, and it was awesome.
Yeah, there's no pressure there. No one's throwing lines underneath those docks like you
Well,
guys were. Unless they work
guys on those boats are.
the bases, yeah.
Guys on the base are, but I mean, there isn't a part of the back bay here that I haven't accessed. I've been to every shoal and lighthouse and area in Delaware Bay. We've been tuna fishing. I haven't done any marlin fishing out of here yet. But
You gotta go.
Well, yeah, we
That's a
actually just upgraded our boat. We have a 46 Hatteras, so we're hoping to do that too.
That would get it done for sure.
Should get it done.
And that's where, like, off of Baltimore Canyons, like, keep going south, or
Yeah, Baltimore, Wilmington, areas like that. I never really had an interest in marlin fishing, but so my wife and my sister decided that they would make a lifelong dream come true for me for my 40th birthday, and we got to go fishing at the Tropic Star Lodge in Panama. I'm hooked.
yes. Well, especially that version of it.
Yeah. I mean, if I had a choice to go again,
That's
I'd go
the
back
way
there.
to go.
But out of here, you have to go a great distance. I mean, we're anywhere from 60 to 100 miles. Could be a run.
Yeah.
But you get the right boat, you can do it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This town, unique place with, like I said, I've been talking about on the show, and it's been a part of the trading post. It's tourism and all these different things, but the Coast Guard's here.
Yes.
People don't really understand that, and
Not really.
and the significance of it. So, can you explain the significance of it, and then your relationship with them, and some stories maybe you share with them from over the years?
So here we have Trayson. It's the training center here in Cape May. They're part of Sector Delaware Bay. So if you join up with the Coast Guard from anywhere in the United States, you are coming to Cape May for your 8 weeks of basic training. I was actually just answering my father-in-law the other day. I was down in Rio Grande, and I saw all these guys walking around with a hat in their hand, in their blue uniform. What's that about? I'm like, you've known me for 20 years. There's a Coast Guard base here, and it's the training center, and it's graduation day.
Yep.
They're finally taking their liberty after graduating, and they haven't had a cell phone or anything in their hand for 8 weeks. They've had
Pen and paper.
yeah.
Really, yeah.
So that's where everybody starts in the Coast Guard. And the United States Coast Guard does everything from rescuing people at sea to inspecting these boats to drug interdiction and fisheries management. It's kind of a very broad scope of things that they do.
Yeah.
But like this time of year, for the United States Coast Guard, for us, it's all about inspecting these boats. It's all about safety.
Yeah.
So every aspect of these boats gets inspected annually. Again, this boat's certified for 300 passengers. We're sitting on top of 300 life jackets in these boxes. There's all kinds of life-saving equipment, all kinds of firefighting equipment, all goes into the boat. The bottom gets inspected on each boat every 2 years, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's, again, where the rest of the crew is right now. We're welding the front of the boat back together that we had to chop apart.
Welding, painting, the whole nine. It never ends, man. It's a labor of love.
Props off. We've got a transmission out of a boat right now. We've got the shafts out on another boat. We've got a valve out on another boat. It's never ending.
So you have a strong relationship with the Coast Guard, which is great.
Extremely.
Yeah.
I'm going to, actually tomorrow night's industry night. I'll be there with the United States Coast Guard. They kind of give us a rundown of what to expect through inspection season, things that they're looking for, updates that are happening. If there's anything new we need, they'll be telling us then. And it just, I know most of them on a first name basis.
Yeah.
Now, they don't come out of Cape May, though. All of our inspections teams come out of Sector Delaware Bay, which is based out of Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, they have bases all over,
Yeah,
and they have
true.
smaller stations. Like tomorrow night, we'll be in Atlantic City at that station there.
Yeah.
But the main office is basically for
Yeah.
Sector Delaware Bay or out of Philadelphia.
Not a Philly. That makes
Which kind of makes sense when you think about all the shipping that's happening there. They're inspecting all that too.
Yeah.
They're inspecting.
Yeah, Cape May, we're just a little dot here. There's only some.
I mean, we are.
I'm not saying we're insignificant. I'm just
We're not
saying.
insignificant because I mean we do have. Well, when I was younger, we had the 210 footers that ran
Yeah.
out of here. We had the Alert and the Vigorous. Now we have 150 footers,
Yeah.
and they're the latest and greatest that they have. The Century
There's just
class.
so much. I can understand to your point out of Philadelphia because of the just crazy amount of shipping. All the boats that are coming up to Delaware Bay, leaving in Delaware Bay.
Well, that's another feature that I don't think
C&D Canal.
anybody understands. You know where all their stuff comes from. It comes from those ships.
Yeah.
You know, they're coming from as far away as the China or somewhere in Asia or the Middle East or something like that, and going all the way around the world to bring them. You know,
Yeah,
their phone
Mississippi
or
River down through Key
shirt
West.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had friends that, you know, through Key West that we've become great friends with that came through Cape May, just like everybody. And like I've said before on the show, they either love Cape May, Coast Guard guys, or hate it because they're here for boot camp. But
Yeah, that's when I talk to the inspectors pretty often, and I ask them that same question, and most of them do not have a fond memory of being in Cape May.
they come back later. We got married here, and my buddy from Key West came up. He's like, "This is a great town. I never got to see any of this when I was here for basic
Well,
training."
that's the thing that always surprises me. They take them to Rio Grande because they want to get a cell phone, they want to get their laptop, or they want to get something like that, and they want to just get out. You'll see a few of them in Cape May, but they run buses up there, and there's some new stuff up there that's great for them because they've got the movie theater there. And
Yeah, it's more social. Got
Yeah,
Walmart.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit earlier, you brought up. You said, I don't know what's next for this business or for this town, but I'll ask you, what's next for this business? What's next for you, your family? This is a family business, and this town.
In this business, I see changes in how we're going to be powering the boats, possibly. Everything right now is straight diesel. We may be going to a hybrid kind of platform, or perhaps hydrogen, or who knows in the future here.
Interesting.
But I'm keeping my options open in that regard because it's a green business, right? I mean, we're all about conservation, and we're all about helping the wildlife as well as helping all of us. I mean, it's only one planet, right?
No doubt.
As far as where the town's going, I think everything that's happened in town is a positive. I know there's some locals who don't feel that way.
Yeah.
We're a tourism-based community. Without tourism, we don't have anything. No. So anything that improves tourism is a good thing. Things being nicer around town, newer around town, updated, that's all a great thing. It's a positive.
Streets, crosswalks, everything.
I agree that, was it broke? No. Don't fix it, kind of thing. I know that mentality kind of thing, but at the same time, I feel that the improvements that have been made have made it more accessible to a lot of different people that can have, the mats down on the beach is a prime example.
That's great.
If you are having a lack of ability to be able to just walk onto the beach, that's something I take for granted.
Yeah.
It's something my kids take for granted.
So do I.
That's
beautiful. We did Zach Mowick interview, and I know he was a part of that, big part of those
He's
sports.
a big part of a lot of these
He's
things.
been
He's been
huge.
doing some amazing stuff.
And he grew up in this town.
He did.
He gets it. And I think, like, when I interviewed Zach, and the boards were right behind us,
Yeah.
it's like that's caused great, a lot of great pride for me, the messages and emails. My mom never could go to the beach anymore. Now she can go on the beach.
That's awesome.
I think it spreads people out a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Promenade gets packed if you walk out in the
does.
morning. It's really packed, which is great. Town's healthy and it's busy.
Yeah.
But now
that's where my run club is.
it spreads people out a little
Yep.
bit, which is great. The town's great. The paving, which seemed like, oh my God, horrible timing.
Seemed like it was never going to end, actually.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah.
And
they upgraded infrastructure at the same time, which you got to have that,
Yeah.
It
needed to be-
You can't ignore that stuff.
No, and I think too, people hear the complaining, but that's just because of social media. Everyone's got a voice now. I think everyone.
They
for the-
definitely all have a voice.
Yeah.
If you go on there, we never see any whales. So
No. Yeah.
trust me.
Yeah. We see whales in this boat, everybody.
Yeah.
So fun quick hitters here that we ask everybody. Your favorite beach to go hang out or fish on or surf on, or is there a certain beach you bring your family?
Certain beach I bring my family would probably be down to the Cove or Higbee's.
Oh yeah, Higbee's. That's a good one. That's another secret one that I like to go hang out. No one's ever out there.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Favorite coffee shop?
The Buoy
Okay.
down in Cape May.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Favorite little local place to grab a drink or a beer or something, hang out.
There's so many.
There is someone.
I mean, look, I do enjoy Mayor's. It's right there. I'm staring at it. a nice cold front. That's a good one there.
Yeah, that's
you
a
know?
good place.
But I mean, I grew up going to the Seaview, you know,
yeah.
and I probably had a beer when I was completely legal. That's the first time there. Yeah,
That's back in the day. Things were
it's definitely behind us.
much different. Favorite?
It's in the wake.
It's in the wake, exactly. Favorite place for your family to get some ice cream in town?
In town.
Or wherever. Doesn't matter. It could be anywhere.
I mean, we've been to King's. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I have a fond memory of going to, what is it, right next to Wawa?
Dry Dock.
Dry Dock's kind
It's
of
the best.
like, you know, as a little kid, I remember going there. So it's really cool. I don't know. It's cool to take your kids to things that you did as a kid. Like, I've now figured it out. They don't understand that, right?
Yeah.
It's not for them. It's for me.
Yeah.
and maybe they'll do it with their kids. Who knows?
And Dad's
But,
paying for it, so this is where we're going.
You know, and you say ice cream, you know, kind of had them there. So yeah, Dry Dock's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite too.
But King's is probably my second favorite just because it's really good ice cream.
It's really good ice cream. It's new. They did a great job there.
Yeah.
That's another like new upgrade in town. It fits in town. It's not. It fits in nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. That's another thing too. That as we start to wrap, like Cape May, as everyone complains about change, it's probably the best town I've been in, with cleaning things up and really not changing. Like how many places you said, well, I grew up going to Seaview, that's still here. People grew up going to Mayor's, that's refurbished and still here. Different version of it.
You know, I went to Mayor's a lot when it was the old version of
I
it.
bet.
I mean,
I
there
should
are
be
a few
asking you.
places you can get a $1.50 Budweiser these days.
Yeah. Seaview is pretty close. They're
They're close, yeah.
They're the last
I
of it.
think I got a $5 Guinness on
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day. There.
Yeah, we were in there too, running around. Probably saw us. A lot of people in there.
There were a lot of people in there, including
Yeah.
the Irish Pipe Brigade.
They were great.
They were great.
What was Old Mayor's like?
Old Mayor's. My wife always tells me the story. I got in there one day after work with Bob Schumann, and I stayed. She always said, "Don't go in there after dark," but I stayed, and it was the kind of place that she came in from the wrong door. I always would sit at the door closest to the end with the bathrooms there because that's closest to where I work from here. She came in the other end, and she had to come through the entire bar to me, and she said she saw a $20 bill on the floor and she left it. She did not want to stop.
No.
It's the kind of place where you would go and you would hear people speaking in tongues because they were so drunk.
So it's changed. And she's done the Laudermans. They've done
Certainly changed.
Great job. Awesome. It's probably our favorite place to hang out in town. And it's laid back. It's local. It's good food. Simple.
Yeah, the menu is perfect. Don't mess with it.
Yeah. The burger, everything. There's something for whatever your mood is, and you can hodgepodge. And
You know, the best burger in town used to be at the Pilot House, which is no longer with us.
yes, $2 cheesesteaks, wherever that was. I used to do that all the time. R.I.P.
Mayor's has the best burger going right now, in my opinion.
No doubt. But favorite restaurant in town to take the family to?
Favorite go-to, my children have chosen Lucky Bones.
Nice.
They like going there. They not only the kids menu, they're now branching out into the rest of it. So that's their favorite, and that always makes mom and dad happy too. So
Yeah.
definitely Lucky Bones.
It checks a lot of boxes. Right near work. Mom and dad are happy.
Does.
Kids menu. The ownership there is wonderful. We had Mr. Craig on the show too, who's a great man.
that's great.
He's got great stories from Washington Inn and the winery and Lucky Bones, and so we appreciate your time, Captain. I can't wait to come on the boat this summer when it warms up. I will be back. It will have to warm up a little bit though. Bring the little one out here and my wife, and we'll check it out.
That sounds good.
Appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you being here. Thank you.